We could have a whole episode where we just make each other cry.
Yeah. This episode is just titled Us Crying. Unless you introduce yourself to me with a nickname, I will never call you by your nickname.
That's insane, cause same.
Are you?
I have the wrong answer.
What?
Yeah.
Nayla. Oh yeah, that was another thing. You were very, very calm and like chill about like.
I was like, get your content.
Yeah. Or the straws. Like when you have to move the straw, it's like. What's up, spammers? Welcome back. We're your hosts, Nayla and Crystal. And today we're going to have ourselves a very chill podcast episode. One of the episodes we attempted to film like 2-3 weeks ago, which is almost a month
I feel
ago.
like more than that.
Oh my gosh, time flies by. I have no perception of time at this point.
Our childhood TV ranking, that was January 18th.
Wow. Okay. Well, from January 18th, we attempted to record a get to know us, but then we got distracted by ranking. So we ended up doing a whole episode on ranking. But now, since this is our 20th episode, can you believe that, Nayla?
I really can't.
It doesn't feel like it.
No.
That's insane. So since it's our 20th episode, we're going to do a little get to know us so that you guys can get to know us. And we're going to we have like 10 questions written down that we're going to answer. And then we're going to pull some cards from the We're Not Really Strangers deck and just see where this episode goes. So how have you... Oh, actually, I have some questions for you, Nayla.
Oh.
So since it's our 20th episode, I thought we could reflect a little bit on the podcast.
Yes.
Well, I only have really like 3 questions. My first question was, what have you learned from podcasting?
I'm not as scared as I thought I was going to be. I think that's a big one.
That's a good one. Yeah,
I was terrified.
How did you feel? Like, how did you get past that feeling?
Oh, that was you.
Really?
Yeah, you made it easy.
Oh, well, yeah, honestly, that helped me too, like to have someone that I could like easily have a conversation with, and it just like flows so well. So I agree. You made it very easy to just podcast, and it's been so much fun getting to know you as well through the podcast.
What did you learn?
Something I learned was, okay, you know how like in the last episode, we were talking about how I've always been like a one-man kind of show. I've always just been the type of person to like do everything by myself, like the editing, the recording, the filming, like it's all me. But I feel like I've learned to like trust, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're the one that does the editing and like we have to like make it work with our schedules, you know, and even though sometimes maybe we're like doing it last minute, but we make it work. And I feel like I've learned a lot from that too.
Aww.
You know, trying to work in a team.
I think we've learned more from each other than we have from the podcast.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. Well, I don't know if this next question is the same as the previous question, but my next question was, what have we gained from podcasting?
I mean, for me, I think it's been nice to like have someone like who's holding me accountable for something, because I haven't had that happen in a really long time. Like as an adult, you don't have that like accountability factor anymore.
Yeah.
And so that's been kind of nice to be like, okay, like Crystal's waiting for me to upload the pod. Like I got to upload it, even though it's last minute. Still like that accountability factor. It helps me like get stuff done.
Yeah, that's true.
So that gained that back.
Yes. I think mine's very similar in a sense, but mine's like time management. I feel like I've learned that, and not necessarily just for the podcast. I feel like I've learned it for everything, but I think the podcast helped me do that because I know that every week we have to make time to record the podcast. So I'm like thinking ahead, like, okay, like I'm going to edit my video throughout the week, or like I'm going to take this time to edit so that I have time for this. And so I feel like I've definitely learned that, and the podcast has helped me to become better at time management, like all around my life, not just for the podcast, but like all around. So I feel like, yeah, the podcast has definitely taught me quite a bit.
That's crazy, because I thought you were already good at time management.
Like I was just a really big procrastinator. I was editing my videos like the night before. Like I was staying up till like midnight, sometimes like 4 a.m. editing because I was just doing everything last minute. But ever since we've been doing the podcast, like I've been actually finishing my videos early. Like I'm done with Monday's video, but I'm just going to go back and like review it, but I'm pretty much done with it, you know? Whereas like before, after we probably would have ended here, I would have like been cramming and the editing and trying to get it uploaded. And now I'm just kind of like flowing with life because like time management is just, it's helped a lot. So definitely have gained that from this.
Aw, and also going back to like the accountability thing, you kind of helped me with procrastination also and time management
Uh-huh.
because usually if I were doing this by myself, I'd be editing this Tuesday night to get it up on Wednesday morning.
Right?
But because I have you and I have to send it to you, I have to make sure it's uploaded. Like I've been having to edit it at least 2 days before so that you have a day to review it.
Yeah. It's that teamwork. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like you helped me too, you know, it's just like I don't want to let you down, you know? So
Yeah,
it's
I don't
like
want to
that
let you down.
accountability thing, you
Hmm.
know? So it's like, okay, I got to do it. I got to do it. And it helps
Hmm.
to just keep me on track. Yay, go us.
Yeah, look at us.
I know. How do we get here?
Who
All
would have
right.
thought?
um, okay. And my last question was, what was your favorite episode to record?
To record. Okay.
Mhm.
I gotta go look at the list because there's a lot of episodes. Okay. I will say, first episode, I think will always have a special place in my heart because it
Yeah.
was our first.
Yeah. The trailer episode or the
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 Duff,
dove.
the Duff
Okay.
episode. I mean, the trailer itself, I, looking back and like thinking about how like I came to visit you and we just like spent all day like hanging out and working on the pod and like, that's insane to me. I never thought I could do something like that.
Who were we? Who were
Yeah,
we? We literally just decided it one day and then we just jumped on it.
we just did it.
We acted on it. Yep.
We acted on it. That's, oh my God. And like to see where we are now and like
Yeah.
to see the views come in and like, even though obviously numbers don't mean anything, which I still don't look at numbers actively, but still to know like the views are coming in and like to see what's going on. It's crazy.
Yeah, and getting the response from the viewers too. Like sometimes
Mhm.
we do get messages or the comments and people say that they like it, that they enjoy it. It always makes me happy. I'm like,
Mhm.
"Oh, like you know what we're doing, it's not for nothing, you know?"
Yeah, like shout out to all the people in my life who have like listened and have DM'd me and like told me they're listening because those people
Mhm.
you made my day. You made our day because I always text Crystal too. I'm like, dude, look at who said like one of my friends said this and like really
Yeah.
nice to hear.
Yeah, it's always so nice to hear. Like it means a lot and it
Hmm.
just motivates us to keep recording.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like if we're just posting and we have zero response, like we would get, you know,
Oh yeah.
what's the word? We would
Defeated.
get defeated. Yeah, we would feel defeated, but like
Hmm.
just having like one or two people just say that they enjoy it, it makes me want to keep recording.
Hmm.
And it's fun. Besides that, I just have fun.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite episode?
I think it's the Dove only
Yeah.
because that was like one of our, I mean, it was our first episode, like full episode. It was something we bonded over. It's
Hmm.
just being the Dove. I don't know. It's a good length episode.
Hmm.
I felt like we had good conversation. I think that one was my favorite one. But if I had to pick one aside from the Dove, honestly, I think probably Atomic Habits. I think I
Atomic
like that
Habits was a fun
episode.
one.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of our more recent episodes, but I think it was just a good one. Like it just the way the episode flowed very nicely. We
Hmm.
normally when we do a podcast episode, we try to outline. So we kind of have like talking points. And I feel like with Atomic Habit, it just kind of like worked. Maybe because we had the questions to go off
Yeah.
of. But I feel like the conversation flowed pretty well with that one.
Yeah. We really like did not think too much about it.
Mhm.
We read the book and we were like, we have these questions to go off of. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
that's another thing that kept me, like, I guess disciplined with reading the book was
Hmm.
knowing that we were gonna film a podcast episode. I'm like, "Okay, I gotta get it done because we gotta, like, film the episode,"
Yeah.
so it
Me
helped.
literally finishing it like 2 nights before we recorded. I was like, by the way, got it done. We can
Yeah.
record.
Yes. I was excited to record that one because 'cause I've always wanted to do a little book club, and that was, like, a little piece of that.
And going off of that, 2 more episodes. The popular books are overhyped because that was just fun.
Yeah, that one was fun. Another
And
little book
then
club moment.
that too, which more to come, honestly. I know we're reading separate books now, but like eventually we'll probably pick up some of the more popular books and see what's going
Mhm.
on in the world, you know?
Yes.
The other one is our fitness journey episode,
Those are always good.
the first one,
Mhm.
because that was the first time I had really opened up about it. And that one, I think I was most scared to record coming in. I was
Re
like, yeah, because I was like, I've never talked about it. Like, I've never really like opened up about it. And I also, views wise, that was one that like popped off.
Yeah.
That episode holds a place in my heart.
Oh, now that you bring it up, and I forgot about this one, maybe because I like trauma, I just pretended it never happened. But the lack of representation episode,
Mm-hmm.
I like that one, and that one was one of our hardest ones to film too. I think for both of us, just because
Yeah.
it is something that like is so like personal, and
Mm-hmm.
I think neither of us ever really opened up about it, but like we opened up for that episode, and I think it was just. I think I was nervous. Maybe my voice was even shaking during the episode. I don't know.
No, there was at one point, I think if you go back and like look at the video, there's one point where Crystal's like messing with her hair.
Yeah, and I'm overheated.
Yeah, I got overheated. I was like taking off my sweater. Like we got very warm because it was
Yeah.
very nerve-wracking. Like it was a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. It was a heavy
Mm.
episode, but like I think one of my favorite episodes to record too, because it's like, I don't know, like a little dear diary moment.
Yeah. It was nice. Honestly,
Mhm.
we have some good episodes. Go check them out.
Yes.
Go listen to them if you haven't.
Us being our biggest fans.
Yeah. No, we truly are. I think that's also another thing I've learned actually,
Hmm.
to be my own fan,
Oh,
because
that's
I
a
got to
good
listen to
one.
myself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. How has that been with editing? Because for me personally, with editing my videos, sometimes I get annoyed with myself. So have you gotten annoyed of me yet?
I haven't gotten annoyed of you, but of
Okay.
myself for sure. I'm like, why
Okay.
am I telling this story? This story is literally so stupid. Like, why is this in this podcast? You know?
I feel that. I feel
But then
that.
I leave it in because I'm like, oh,
It's
poor Crystal
important.
can't, like, you can't take out your stories. So why should I be able to take out my story? So I'm
You
even with
just
it.
you just edit an episode is just me
Just
like talking to myself.
I'm not here. I'm just like, uh-huh. Yeah. And I don't tell the story.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, but I totally feel that though, because that's me with editing my videos. It's like I hate myself. Sometimes I need to just step away from myself. I'm like, I'm too much. I need to
Hmm.
like, why am I sharing this? No one cares. But the thing is that like we think no one cares, but what we have to share might impact someone else in a way that we don't even know could like actually help them?
Hmm.
So we're doing something. Even though we don't see the impact
Hmm.
we're making an impact.
So that's the lesson, everyone. If you want to do something, go do it.
Yeah, don't think too much about it. Think about it once you're already doing it and
Yeah.
just perfect it along the way. But like, don't think you have to be perfect in order to start it. Because when we were like trying to think of the podcast, like we were kind of spending a lot of time like trying to think about how we were going to do it instead
Hmm.
of just doing it. But then the one day that we were like, all right, let's do it before I leave California. And then we just jumped on it.
Hmm.
I'm grateful to be doing it alongside you, Nayla.
Yeah, I'm grateful for you too.
Oh, this is getting sappy.
Okay, moving on.
Movie. Okay. Let's get into the questions because we all know we can talk for a while. So who knows
Hmm.
how long this will take us to get through the 10 questions. Okay. Do you want to start off the questions?
Yeah, we did come up with this list again back when we did the ranking childhood TV show episode. So this list is a little old
Yeah,
and I don't remember half the things we wrote.
me neither.
All right. Okay. So our first question is, what was your first favorite movie as a child?
Oh. Wow. Already hitting us with a hard
Yeah.
question. I don't know if I have one that I remember that I was like obsessed with. I know like the one with Tyra Banks, the life size one.
Life Size. That was a
I
good
love
one.
that one.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was my favorite, but that's the one that came to my mind when you asked that question, life size. So maybe. What about
Maybe
you?
Finding Nemo.
Oh, right. Right. You do love Finding Nemo.
Loved Finding Nemo. I would watch that movie anytime it was on the TV. I had it on DVD.
Uh-huh.
I had it on VCR.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Nemo toy.
Uh-huh.
I went to Disney on Ice just to see the Finding Nemo section.
Ooh.
I just love Nemo. My favorite movie.
I'm actually surprised that it comes before Cars.
I was old when Cars came out.
Okay.
Finding
Okay.
Nemo came out like when I was a baby, so I watched it a
Mm.
lot as a like child.
Hmm.
By the time Cars came out, I think I was like 8 or 9.
Oh, okay. That
So
makes
like
sense.
it's still up there.
Yeah.
But as a
Okay.
child, like as a little kid, it was Finding Nemo. I used to cry at the beginning.
To Finding Nemo.
Yeah, at the beginning when
Hmm.
the sharks come and attack, I
Hmm.
used to cry. I used to be scared of it and I used to cry. But then once that happened, I was like, okay, happy movie.
I used to cover my eyes during the scenes where they would go into the, what is it called, the anemone or something like that,
Hmm.
because it tripped me out. I don't like the little like
Yeah.
noodly things, and so I would like close my eyes because I didn't like it.
Yeah. There were parts that definitely were a little scary, but
Hmm.
love Finding Nemo. And I love
Yeah.
the ocean and fish. So,
Yes. Okay. So are you not afraid of like the deep
oh, I'm
ocean?
terrified,
Oh,
but I
very
am
fascinating.
completely fascinated. Like, I love ocean animals. I love everything that
Mhm.
has to do with the ocean. Will I ever go that deep? Absolutely not. I'm not trying to die. That's their
What's your
territory.
What's your favorite ocean animal? Ah! You're like, I've been waiting for this question my whole life.
Is an orca.
Oh,
Orcas are
wait.
my favorite animals.
Oh,
Period.
okay.
Orcas are like the craziest animals. Like they're manipulators. They're kind of crazy, but I still
Yeah.
love them because they're so smart.
So what have we learned here? Nyla loves a good little toxic relationship.
Oops.
That's funny.
Doesn't even deny it.
I know. But okay, kind of going back to the Cars thing. I recently
Yes.
watched Cars 3 in honor of you. So
Yes.
good. So
Right?
good.
Right?
But guess what?
What?
I also watched Cars 2 and I realized I've never seen Cars 2.
You've never watched Cars 2? So you've
No,
only seen the first Cars movie?
I guess I swear I thought I had seen Cars 2 and I thought that Cars 2 Doc died in Cars 2.
No, Doc technically dies in Cars 3, but we
Yeah.
never see him die.
Yeah, but I swear I thought I had seen him
No.
die, but I think it was watching it back, I think it was the first movie, but I think my mind over time just split it into two movies.
Mm.
Hmm. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I've never seen Cars 2. But I will say it goes like Cars 1, Cars 3, Cars 2.
Yeah. No,
Cars 2 is not
obviously.
as good as the other two.
Cars 2 was good before Cars 3 came out. And then Cars 3
Hmm.
came out and I was like, what is Cars 2? What is
Yeah.
Cars 2? It was good, whatever, in its own realm, but like Cars 3
Hmm.
emotionally,
Yeah.
that movie made me cry. I cried in Cars 3.
So what else have we learned? Carla. Who's Carla?
We're talking about Cars too much.
Or
He mixed that's
Carla.
mine and Cars ship name.
Yeah, I guess so. Nyla is a
Correct.
very emotional person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I've always wanted to be the type of person to feel so like deeply, but I don't cry as much. And it's
It's
kind of sad.
really it's not that fun though.
I feel like it is.
I get too emotionally attached. That's my problem.
Mm.
Like I could
See,
meet a character in one episode and I will cry for them in that same episode. Like
but that's a good trait to have though. Is you're an empath. You feel me over here again. Like, how can it be so heartless? Like, I
like on our last
feel,
episode.
yeah, I feel, but I don't cry. And then I'm like, I feel like I'm faking it because I don't see the actual waterworks.
Hmm. But yeah,
Like
Cars
Cars.
3, excellent movie.
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully done. Way to wrap up Lightning's career.
Yes. Honestly, okay, when I was running on my race, I was like, find your window. Find your window.
I am speed.
I am speed. Yes. That was playing through my head. I'm like, you know what? I watched this at the perfect time.
You did. It
Hmm.
got you ready for your race.
Yeah, it really did. I felt motivated.
Hmm.
All right, let's move on to question number 2. If you could shrink down any animal and carry it around in your pocket, which one would you choose? An orca for
Yeah.
you.
Do I need to grab my pillow again? It'd be great
Also,
to have one just with me all the time.
yeah, I guess honestly, like a small little orca would be cute because you could actually like hold it.
Hmm.
For me, if I would shrink something down, it would be like a sea otter, but then they'd be like this small, so I can't even do anything with it.
No, I think you should be allowed to say what size they shrink down to.
Okay, like this month, then I could carry my little sea otter.
So you want a
Aw.
baby.
I want a little baby sea otter, yes. And I want to hug it because they look like they're so cuddly and hold its little hand. Yeah, they
Sea
always
otter's your
look so
favorite
cute.
animal?
Sea otters. Well, it's a dog technically because I
Mm.
mean, I can have a dog, but I can't have
Mhm.
a sea otter. But apart from a dog, it's a sea otter.
Aren't sea otters just like the ocean dog?
Yeah. Yeah, they really are. Because they're just so cuddly. That's what I love about dogs. You can hug
Mhm.
them.
Have you seen a sea otter up close?
Yeah. When I went to the aquarium, there was one like this close to me. I was looking at it. I've never seen one like in the open.
Mhm.
Oh, I have at the like in the ocean,
Mhm.
but like not close.
Mhm.
I've never gotten to like pet one. I would love to.
I know they look so. I always wonder, like, are they slimy?
Yeah, maybe when they're wet, they probably are, but like
Yeah,
when they're dry, I feel like their fur has to be like soft.
so
Maybe.
it's a good question.
Hmm. I've also thought about, I've never done this, so I guess maybe I'm not that good of a person, but I've always thought about adopting a sea otter. I
Mhm.
just don't know how to go about it. I think that's my thing.
Mhm.
But I've always
I
thought
don't
that
think
that
that
would be
makes you a
cool.
bad person.
Yeah, because I've never done it. I've
I
never
think
helped them.
I think you're okay.
All right, let's move on before I before I start crying.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
not make her Crystal sad today.
Yeah. All right.
What Disney slash cartoon character were you inexplicably afraid of as a kid?
That's a good one. I don't know if you would know this one because you didn't watch Cartoon Network.
I did not.
Curious George.
Oh, I
No,
know who Curious
no,
George
no,
is.
no,
What?
no.
That's
It's
not even
not
Cartoon
Curious
Network.
George.
Yeah,
It's
what?
not.
That's like
It's
PBS.
it's Courage the Cowardly Dog or something like that.
Oh, I know Courage. Yeah.
Yeah, him. I was not afraid of him, but I was afraid of the show. So I think
Mm.
in turn I'm afraid of him.
Mhm.
That I think that's the one that stands out to me. What about you?
I'm like trying to think.
I have another one.
Ooh.
This one isn't really like a cartoon character or a Disney character, but if anyone remembers that stupid monkey from the Sunny D commercial that would say, "Hi, I'm Paul," and
I
he had
don't.
like 3 eyes, I was traumatized.
Me looking this up because I've never heard of this before.
I'm sure you've seen it. You have to. It was a commercial and it played all the time. He was like on a beach.
Oh,
Do you remember now?
yeah, that just came back to me. That thing was scary.
Yeah, I was traumatized. Every time he came on, I had to close my eyes. I was
But
not having
it
it.
wasn't Sunny D.
What was it?
It was DNA Productions. So it was
Oh.
at the beginning of some show.
Oh, you know what?
It was at the beginning of like Jimmy Neutron.
I've boycotted Sunny D because I've associated that with Sunny D for
Well, it
so
looks
long.
like Crystal can have Sunny D again. He was at the beginning of Jimmy Neutron. It was literally just Jimmy Neutron.
Okay, then that probably makes sense then because I remember it playing all the time on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it would like show up and he would come out. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And
Okay.
I agree. I'm gonna second that one.
Yeah, he was a pretty traumatizing looking monkey.
Yeah, because I can't think of anything else that I was like
Afraid
scared
of.
of. Yeah.
You know what I also used to kind of be afraid of?
Hmm.
The SpongeBob close-ups. Like when they would like zoom in on SpongeBob's
Because it was
face.
like a different form of cartoon, like it was a different
Yeah.
art style.
Yeah, and it was so ugly. Or like
Mhm.
Squidward
It was
or
very
Mr.
ugly.
Yeah. Those were traumatizing too.
Those
I
were
hated
those
those.
were those were pretty bad.
Mm.
I don't think I have any answer to this
What
one.
about the sharks from Finding Nemo?
I actually wasn't that scared of the like fish are friends, not food. I wasn't scared of them.
Okay.
I was scared of the just the very beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You know what was scary from
Hmm.
Finding Nemo? That one sea creature that was like in the dark that had the light.
Oh yeah, that thing was so cool.
Cool.
I thought it was so cool. He was like glowing.
Yeah, that one was ugly. That was an
Uh,
ugly sea creature.
is it the chilling adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Oh, with the Grim Reaper?
Oh yeah.
Were you
I was
afraid of
scared
the
of
Grim
him.
Reaper?
Yeah.
Me too, honestly. He was
Hmm.
a pretty creepy looking dude.
But
I
like now
forgot
looking
about that.
back at it, he wasn't that creepy. But back then I was like, oh, like I'm gonna die.
Hmm.
Mhm.
He's gonna come get me if I close my eyes. Yeah. Yeah, Cartoon Network. It was like they had some good shows, but I think less people watched it because they did have some pretty scary characters.
Yeah, like I wasn't allowed to.
Hmm. So I hear you on that one.
Hmm.
All right, let's move on to the next question. Do you put your cereal in the bowl before the milk or the milk in before the cereal? I feel like there's only one right answer.
Yeah, so this I remember putting this one in specifically because I have the wrong answer.
What?
Yeah.
Nyla,
I put my
why?
milk first.
Why?
When I was a kid,
Uh-huh.
my dad used to put my milk first because he would warm up my milk because I wouldn't drink cold milk.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Do you
Like they
still
just
warm up
like
your milk?
no, 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 no. But
Okay.
I'm just used to it now.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm used to the texture of the putting milk first, so I still put milk first. But I had so many arguments with
Oh.
people about this my entire life because I put milk first.
Oh,
So
well,
anyone who puts milk first, please sound off in the comments because I need to
crickets.
know I'm not
Crickets.
alone.
Crickets.
But yeah, I mean, it was mostly because I couldn't drink cold milk as a kid, and so my parents
Mm.
only said warm milk, and so we had to warm up my milk before I put my cereal.
Aw, well, that's cute that they would warm up your milk for you. So I can't
Yeah,
be mad at that.
exactly. Go ahead, try and tell me I'm wrong now.
Also, I'm not really a big cereal eater, so I could care less.
That's true.
I don't really eat cereal. As a lactose intolerant person, I genuinely just never really liked cereal. Actually, when I was younger, I did. I
Hmm.
like the Fruit Loops, the Tricks. Also, the cereals I feel like were much better back then than they are now.
Hmm.
But as I started to become a little intolerant to the lactose, that's when I started to like step away from cereals. But yeah, I'm a cereal first person and then milk because I'm not a milk person.
Hmm.
So I put like just the
Enough.
enough amount of milk to just wet my cereal. And then I eat my cereal and then I dump the milk.
Hmm.
But
It makes sense. I just need to be validated. So anyone else who puts milk first, comment below.
crickets. I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's other people out there who can relate to you.
Yeah.
What about okay, how do you feel about the people who eat the cereal and then drink the milk?
Like eat a spoonful of cereal and drink a
Yeah.
glass of milk.
Yeah, there's people who are like serve themselves cereal in a bowl and then the milk in a glass and then they go drink it.
As interesting as that is, I won't say anything because I put milk first, so I can't say anything. I think I'm not allowed to.
That's funny. No, yeah, there's people who do that. I recently found out about that. I'm like, okay, you know, to
You do
each their
you.
own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do you.
Who am I? Who am I to tell you not to?
Exactly. It's interesting, but exactly. I feel like I would do that, like if I still drank regular milk, like
Hmm.
when I'm eating Oreos, like I feel like I would do that. Eat the Oreo and like drink the milk after.
How do you do your Oreos? Are you a dunker? Are you a soaker? Are you like a crunch, you know, crush it up?
Well, I don't drink milk with my Oreos, so I just eat Oreos.
You never do Oreos with milk?
Not really.
Ever?
I used to dunk and hold until
Okay.
I felt like I was ready and then I would take them out.
Oh, that's interesting. I've always been a crusher.
Oh, you crush your Oreos.
Yeah, in the milk. I don't
Ah,
do it that much, and I rarely eat
that's the
Oreos
thing. Yeah.
now.
Hmm.
But back then, oh my gosh, it was the best to just like crunch up the. I don't know why I
Ah,
keep saying crunch. Crush
crush.
up the Oreos,
Hmm.
and they would just get like the milk would mix with the cream. Oh,
Hmm.
it was so good.
Yeah. I never had the luxury of drinking milk with Oreos, so
Then you got to
yeah.
try it one day.
I have to. I
See
gotta
if
go get
it's
some oat milk and some Oreos.
yeah.
Hmm.
See how it goes. Um, not almond milk with Oreos. It tastes like you're doing water with Oreos.
Yeah. No, if we're doing it, we're doing oat.
Yes.
Hmm. In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
Oh. Do you have something?
The first thing that came to mind was a messed up place.
That's a good one.
It's a messed up place.
Mine is the internet is the internet.
Okay, I'm gonna add on
Uh-huh.
a messed up place, but sometimes fun.
Okay. That makes sense. It is like a place where I feel like it started out not being as bad as it is now, but somehow along the way,
Are we sure?
I think so. Because when I
MySpace?
okay,
AIM?
previous to MySpace. Previous to
Okay.
MySpace. MySpace was the beginning of the like the
The
downfalls
era we're
and
in now.
because I mean before, I don't know about you, but I'd be playing Bratz, My Scene, PollyPocket.com, like DisneyChannel.com, like
DisneyChannel.com was the spot. Cool math for kids.
I've never played that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the age difference showing.
Wait, did other people play Cool Maths for kids?
I think if you're probably around my age or younger, probably, yeah. Because we played, but
Really?
my older cousins didn't. And my older cousins are closer to your age.
Oh, that's interesting. I
Like
didn't
my
know
younger
that.
cousins have, and I have, but my older cousins haven't. And they're
Was this
like
like
27. Yeah.
was this something you would do on
It's
your own,
cool.
or it's okay at school? Okay, that's different. That's
And
different.
at
That makes
home, I
sense.
used to do it at home as well because cool math for kids.
Learning. You're like, I'm a cool kid. I like
Well,
math.
it wasn't actually math games though. It was just like
Oh,
random games.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember that. I only remember doing like the math games in school, but like outside of school,
Mm.
it was all about the Polly Pocket,
Yeah,
the
I don't know any of that.
myscene.com.
I don't know what that is.
Wow, Nayla, you missed out.
I'm just young, sorry.
Oh, well, at least I thrived.
You're like,
Because
at least I put my cereal first.
I know I was in the good era of the internet.
No, you guys did have some good stuff back then. Like, I wish I had MySpace.
I never had MySpace,
Mm.
only because I wasn't allowed to.
Mm.
I honestly don't remember picking half of these questions.
Neither do I. This one, I remember picking the milk and cereal one, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm like wondering, did somebody like come onto our doc and like put some different questions? I don't remember half of these. Okay. If you could have one song play every time you entered a room, what would it be? Do you have one? I don't know if I have one, like one specific one.
I don't think I gotta think about it for a second. Why is the first song that came to my head John Cena's theme song?
Which one?
Ba, ba, da, ba.
Oh,
You don't know John Cena's theme song?
no.
Hold on.
Good one. That's not even funny. That's cool.
I mean, it was the one he would walk out to.
Mm-hmm.
It would play for him when he entered a room. So I just want to be John Cena.
Okay. That's a good one. Mine, honestly, it would probably be I would have some sunglasses on and I would walk in with the what's the name of the song? The now I can only think of the song
John
that you
Cena's
just played.
No.
I was the Snoop Dogg one that did it. No. The I remember now. It's the ba-da-da-da-da. It's the evil that one. And then some glasses and just walk in
Snoop
like
Dogg. That's a good one.
yeah.
That's a good one.
I think that one would be a cool one.
Mhm.
That or making my way downtown.
Walking past.
Little Terry Crews moment.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. Oh my god. Yeah. The only one that's coming to my mind is the John Cena.
I feel like it's hard though, because if that's the only song that ever played, I feel like I would get annoyed with these songs.
Exactly. And I don't think I could get tired of John Cena's entrance song.
Yeah.
Snoop is a good one.
Yeah. I think that was just like one that's very iconic because it also I think it was like a meme for a while there too. Where like I think someone would like say like a really a good comeback and then they would like play it and then the sunglasses would drop.
Oh, that was a good
Yeah.
meme.
All right, next question.
When is the most relaxing part of the day for you?
Nighttime, right before bed.
Really?
My 1 hour before bed, like the getting ready to go to bed. That's my most relaxing moment. What about you?
I didn't know if it was going to be morning or night for you because your mornings are pretty relaxing too.
They are, but I feel like my mornings are a little bit more upbeat because I work out. Nighttime, it's like I'm getting ready to go to bed and then I just knock out. What about you?
Mine is right after finishing working out, like the moment after finishing working out.
You're like, oh,
yeah, that is the most relaxing part. Yeah, actually, I think that is my answer. As much as everything else in the day is relaxing, it's just like getting that workout done and like hitting end workout and just being like, done for the day.
What about a shower?
I shower so fast.
Oh,
I don't have time to relax in the shower. Yeah. I'm like, gotta go.
Oh.
No, like I understand. A lot of people love showers.
Let's not cancel me.
No,
let's not cancel me.
That's just like something I grew up like. I never really take my time. Like I'm not a bath person or anything. So just the
Yeah.
moment after I finish working out.
Okay, that makes sense. I would say showers because as an Arizonan, I'm very ignorant to the fast showers.
Mhm.
I feel like showers are very kind for me. I've never done baths though because we never had a bathtub
Mm.
or like one where you could like actually like
Actually,
use. Yeah, I've always wanted to. It looks like fun swimming in your
yeah.
bathtub.
I want to get like a bath, but I want to do it some point in my life. I hope I can
Yeah.
find a bath that I can sit in because my tub is also too small.
Yeah. So that would be cool. It always
Hmm.
looks like fun, like when people have the little like boards and then they have their book or their iPad and like a little snack or something,
While they're
which I'm
slowly
like,
turning into a prune.
yeah. Yeah, you come out looking all pruny. Yeah, that's one thing I always hated, like the
Yeah.
prunes. I remember from like when I was little, I would take baths and then my hands would be very pruny
Hmm.
and I hated that, but I'm still down to try it once
Yeah, I'm down to try it.
as an adult.
Hmm.
How do you feel about I think it was Carly in iCarly where she said that baths are just like a human soup or something like that? Like you're just swimming in your own
I
dirt.
definitely agreed. Yeah, you're swimming in your own dirt.
Yeah.
Like,
Wouldn't you but what if you shower before?
that's the
Before
thing.
swimming?
I think that's a waste, and I'm not down for that. You
Oh,
cannot, because you have to
true.
shower before, and then you take a bath, and then especially if you're using like a bath bomb or like a bath, you have to shower after the bath too.
Yeah.
So
That's
why? That
true.
is three showers in one day.
Yeah. Well, and then the bath, like that's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. So if I were to take a bath, it would be like, I don't know, if I'm like at a hotel and like I can like take my bath and like see, that's so weird. I don't even
Yeah.
know. Like I
Which
don't know the situation where
yeah.
I would take a bath.
Yeah, yeah, okay, cuz like I see people taking baths at hotels all the time, but I'm like how clean are these? You know, you're just soaking in not only your own dirt, but like other people's dirt.
And even if it were to be clean, like again, unless you take a shower beforehand, I don't
Hmm.
understand.
Yeah.
I don't think
Maybe
I'll
I'll
ever take a bath.
us just talking ourselves out of it. Maybe this is good. This is
Yeah,
good.
maybe this is fine for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that took a turn, but
Mhm.
let's move on. All right. Next question is if a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
Right now, I just want to know how you feel about your name because it's a common word.
Oh yeah, my Snapchat, I have crystal ball on it.
Nice.
Yeah. People always say that. People would like nickname me to be like, "Hey, crystal ball." And I'm like, "Haha,
I
funny.
always thought
Never heard
Chris
that
Chris
before."
is such a good nickname for you.
Really?
You
I
don't like
hate
Chris?
Chris.
Mm.
No.
Good thing I've
I,
never called you that.
yeah, please don't. I hate Chris only because like most Chris's I've ever known
Our boys.
are boys, but
Yeah.
they're like very like toxic boys. And I've never seen a good Chris, you know?
Yeah. But your Chris is cute because it's a Y.
True. Cries. Mine is cries.
Cries.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't know if there's like a nickname for me because I also don't like Krista. I only like Crystal.
Oh, that's a nickname? Oh.
Yeah, people would be like, Krista, hey Krista. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Crystal, add the L.
Yeah.
Thanks. My dad calls me Little C. That's the only one that I'm okay with because it's my dad.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I've never had like a nickname for my name, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that because I don't really like. I don't think there's a nickname for my name.
Hmm.
I also don't want to be Christ. So
Christ. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not working. That's
yeah.
okay. I don't have a nickname either.
Hmm.
People have tried to call me like Nye,
Oh yeah.
and I'm
Have
like,
it? Has anyone ever been like N? Hey N.
no. No singular. People have tried to call me Nye, and like actually I had like little cousins who tried to call me Nai, and I was like, absolutely not. Like never call me that. That is disgust. My name is Nayla. Like do not double it. Like
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, you want to know something about me? Unless you introduce yourself to me with a nickname, I will never call you by your nickname.
that's insane, cause same.
Are you? What?
Yeah, I will
How
call
are
you by
we the
your
same
full
people?
name. Like I will,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I never thought anyone
I
else
never
was
thought
like
anyone.
me.
No, this is actually so
That's
shocking.
so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's funny because I've always been like that. Like I cannot. I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's like imposter syndrome that I feel like I don't know you well enough to call you by your nickname or something. But I've never been able to call anyone by their nickname unless they were introduced to me by
As
their
their nickname.
nickname.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
Like I always feel weird. Like I think I'll do it like every once in a blue moon where I try to do the nickname and I'm
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
no,
I always thought I was weird for that, but
funny.
I'm so glad there's someone else out
Oh
there.
my god. Wow. See, something else this podcast has brought us
Mhm.
is just feeling understood.
Yeah, because okay, see, with your name, I was
Uh-huh.
typing it out one day,
Mhm.
and I typed it out, and I stopped at the S, and I like I left and like came back to it, and I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, like Chris works for like
A
Crystal,
nickname.
but I would have
Uh-huh.
never called you that because you're only Crystal to me. Like, there's nothing else I'm
Yeah.
gonna call you. But I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that works as a nickname. I wonder if she like gets called that.
You know, people
Yeah.
have tried it, but I don't like it.
Mm,
Actually, some people do call me Cris in Spanish.
that's better.
I don't like it.
Oh,
I don't like
I'm like,
it.
at least there's an accent on it.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right.
Mhm.
My mom calls me Cris sometimes, but it's like
You're like,
random.
Mom,
Yeah.
don't.
I'm like, my name is Crystal.
I like how we didn't even answer the question.
Oh yeah.
That was all my fault. I was just
Whole
really
tangent.
curious. Yeah.
Um, what better way to get to know someone? I love
Hmm.
these tangents though. But actually, no, I wouldn't because I feel like if I was to know my future, I would try to live my life that way.
Yeah.
And so I think it would just mess with me and I wouldn't ever actually be able to live in the present because I'll always be thinking about, okay, this is the outcome. So how can I avoid it? How can I make sure that this happens? So I wouldn't like to know anything about my future. I don't know the truth about myself. Like, what would that even be? Like, what my path is supposed to be? But that would also be my future, right?
It all kind of has to do with your future, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like your life, yeah, the truth about it's all kind of like future based. I also would not ask anything.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe in fortune telling? Like, do you think people can actually see into your future?
I don't know.
Mm, I agree.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, do you get it? Like, I
Yeah.
can't
Like,
say I do believe in it, but I also can't say I don't believe in it. This goes back to our Halloween episode in Ghosts.
yeah. It's because it's like, it's just weird because honestly, I can never truly wrap my head around anything at all. I
Hmm.
question everything. And so it's weird to me sometimes how people can get some things pretty spot on. But I'm also like, is it general information? You know, because if you use general information, it can pretty much relate to everyone. Like if
Hmm.
I tell you, oh, you know, I'm sensing that there's some like drama in your family. Like there's
There's
drama in your
probably, yeah,
family,
there's
you
drama in
know?
like everyone's family.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
they're like, there's a man who's married to a woman and they have a kid. And you're like, I know a man that's married to a woman that has a kid. You know?
Or it's like when they like start talking about like, oh, grieving a loss. Like you could be grieving a loss of anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
genuinely. So that's why I'm like sometimes like, is it or is it not? But then also like the part of me that loves spooky things
Hmm.
wants to believe it because I'm like, it is pretty trippy and it would be cool if people could actually see into the future.
Hmm.
But who knows?
See, for me, like with fortune telling and with like tarot card readings and all of that stuff goes hand in hand with like astrology. So
Yeah.
like I don't not believe in it.
Yeah. Yeah, because some things make sense, but other things are like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Exactly. Am I 100% sure about it? No.
Yeah.
Do I enjoy it? Sure.
Yeah. I like hearing about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'll believe it.
Hmm.
100%. But then I'm sure, like, if somebody told me, like, if a fortune teller just told me something, I would be like freaked out by it, and I would like probably believe it.
Hmm. I'd be like,
Sometimes, it's,
oh my God, there goes my future.
yeah. Sometimes I have fortune tellers reaching out to me, and they're like, "Hey, reach out to me. I have something important to tell you." I'm like, mm-mm, no, keep
You're
that
like,
to yourself.
bye.
Yeah,
Block.
yeah, literally. I'm like, no, 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 no. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yes. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Mm. Everything. um,
Honestly.
I think honestly, this is probably just a very generic one and everyone pretty much says it, but it's true. It's just like when people are rude.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
just cannot stand rude people. Like
Yeah.
if you're rude and I'm going out with you and you're being rude to someone, it will ruin my night. Another big pet peeve.
You know when people start stories and then they're like, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
I hate
Like
it.
the little tease,
Yeah, when it's
and they
like, oh
want
my
you to
God.
ask.
It's like, oh my God. There was this one time where actually never mind. I'm like, no, no, you started it. Keep going. Why you no.
Yeah,
No.
that's true, that's true.
Or
I
like
hate
the
that too.
I need to tell you something. Actually, no, I don't. Like, what do you need to tell? What?
Yeah, just say it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that one. Yeah, that's one of my biggest
Th
pet peeves.
I agree with that one. Oh, there's this other one that I don't know, this one's probably, like, I feel like this is just a me thing, but I'm not sure. Um, I like washing Spanglish probs. I like watching shows with people,
Hmm.
but only if they start from the beginning with me. I hate it, and my sisters know this, when I'm watching a show and I ask them to watch it with me and they said no. And then I start watching it. I'm like 2 episodes, 3 episodes in, and they come in, start watching it, and they start asking questions. I'm like, no, you are not allowed to do that because I asked you to come and watch this with me and you said no. And it bugs me so much when people ask me questions and they weren't there with me from the beginning. But if
Hmm.
you started watching with me from the beginning, oh, we can talk about this. Like, we will not shut up. We can like gossip about it, everything. But if you
Hmm.
didn't start it with me, I hate it. I hate
Hmm.
it.
It's specifically the fact that they're asking questions. It's like you had the opportunity to know the answer
Yes.
and you decided not to.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I just don't want to have to like explain everything to you.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's always bugged me. Um, but other than that, I'm sure there's other pet peeves too.
I don't like the sound of cracking knuckles.
Oh, I don't like cracking my knuckles. I don't mind the sound, but I don't like doing my own.
Yeah, I don't like the sound either.
Really? So
Yeah, that
do you
used to
never
bother me.
crack your own knuckles
Nope.
either? Ever, ever, ever?
I don't
What
feel the
about
need to.
what about the cracks like?
If they happen naturally, but I'm not gonna purposefully, like, try and, like, crack my back or anything. Actually, my back sometimes, but just my back. I don't like the
The
hand.
hand ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
specifically the hand, like,
Okay.
then my friends all know it because they'll start doing it, and I'll, like, put my hand like, I will try and get them to stop because 'cause I'm like, "Please, just don't," and then they'll do it on purpose when I do that, so it doesn't help
Yeah.
me, but I hate it. I don't like it.
The sound of it. Okay,
Yeah.
are there certain sounds you don't like? Like, do you not like when people chew really loud or
Oh, yeah, loud chewing. I'm sensitive to sound. I don't know, like, loud
Mhm.
sounds that are, like, obnoxiously annoying.
Mm. I think I'm not that sensitive to sound because like sounds like those have never bothered me. But also I think I am a loud chewer. So
I
don't
didn't
ever listen
experience
to
that
me
with you.
chew.
The one time we ate together,
But
I
we
didn't
were
hear
out in
it.
the open.
Well, even the day we watched
Oh, that's
Your Revenge,
true.
I didn't hear it.
That's true.
I don't think you're
Okay.
that bad.
That's good to know then.
Mhm.
Because I've always been self-conscious about chewing in front of other people because I swear, 'cause, I mean, you hear it louder in your own head,
Yeah.
but I'm always like, can other people hear it? Like, I feel so uncomfortable. Like, I cannot snack in front of other people, especially if it's in a quiet space, because I'm like, oh, people are gonna hate it. I don't know why.
Mhm. I
Because you
get
can
worried
hear
too.
it.
I actually get worried too, so I get that.
Like in the movie theaters, the popcorn, sometimes I'm like, is this too loud? Like, can the
I'm so
person up
quiet
there
with
hear
it.
me?
I'm just like,
Yeah. And I feel like it makes more noise when you eat it slower too. Yeah.
yeah, I get worried too.
Or the straws, like when you have to move the straw, it's like
Or, like, when you're getting to the bottom and, like, it's mostly ice at the icy and you're, like, it makes that
yeah.
noise that it's, like, empty and you're like, "Oh." You're
Yeah.
like,
You're
"It's
like,
not empty, I promise it's not empty, it's just being weird."
yeah, you just wait till like the sound is really loud so you can like eat everything
Finish
all
it.
at once. Yeah. That's funny. But I will still eat my ices even if it makes a loud noise.
That was
I'm there for a good time.
that was actually literally me during Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Because the first 5 minutes, it's, like, very intense and, like so, like,
Mhm.
I buy my popcorn, I'm eating it through the previews, and I'm eating it at the beginning of the movie. I had to stop eating the popcorn just so I could, like the silence.
Yeah. Like nobody make a move, nobody make a sound.
Yeah.
That's funny. All
Trying to think of
right.
other pet peeves. I don't think I have any. I probably do, but I just
Oh
can't think
yeah.
of them right now.
Yeah. I'm sure like I have a really long list of pet peeves, but I also cannot think of them right now.
I don't mind talking during movies
Uh-huh.
at all, though.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, I
I
love
love
talking
that.
during movies.
Yeah, I love it because it's like it's so fun because it's just like I don't know. But me, well, me and Ruby, whenever we go watch any movie, we're literally making fun of the movie. Like, well, not making fun of the movie. How to explain it? Like, okay, we went to go watch
Commentating.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, commentating. And it's just fun because it's like there's certain scenes, and I'd turn to Ruby and I'd be like, they should have called Shark Boy and Lava Girl. They would have like helped.
Hmm.
Little things like that are like
Yeah.
stupid, but like it's related to the movie, but it's just fun.
Hmm.
There's people who like don't like talking at all during the movies.
See, that's where I was gonna go with my biggest pet peeve. There's a difference between like making little comments with like your friends versus like talking during the movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, people who like are on their phone
That
during
that
the
is
movies.
that is a pet peeve. That is, oh my God.
Yeah. You feel very passionate about that what I see.
Yeah, because I went to see an Indian movie with my mom.
Uh-huh.
And so it's a Bollywood movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the movie theater was also brown. And so we're
Mm-hmm.
we're all just sitting there, we're all trying to watch the movie. And there is this one person at like the bottom who's like at
Uh-huh.
one of the lower rows. And they are literally recording the movie.
What?
And it's not even in landscape. They're recording it like
Is
this.
it vertically?
Yeah. And they're just recording parts of the movie. And then like they're on their
What?
phone. And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
They were recording a song and I was like, the song's on YouTube. You don't have to record it. Like go Google it.
They're like, oh, this is a good one. Let me get it. Yeah, I've seen people like that. I thought that there weren't that many people who did that, but been seeing them quite a lot. Like they're just texting, they're having full
Mhm.
blown conversations, they're Snapchatting, and then they have the flash on so that I don't know, it just like disrupts the whole thing. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm a big no. If you want to be on your phone during a movie, like go watch at home. I don't care
yeah,
if you're at home. I mean, I still don't like it. I still don't like it when I'm with people and they're on their phone while we're watching a movie. I'm like, why? Like, if you need to reply to something, fine. But if you're like
yeah.
actively on your phone, I'm like, hello,
Like
we're
on
watching.
social media.
Yeah.
Yes, that was literally me the other day with Brenda. I was watching Cars, Cars 3, and the movie started. Brenda comes in and she's like, what are you watching? I'm like, Cars 3. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. And then she lays down and she starts scrolling on TikTok. And I'm like, so I don't mean to be rude or anything, but like I'm watching this movie. And then she's like, you're mean. And then she walks up.
I think you're valid on that one.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
but that actually reminds me of something I've been experiencing a lot lately, and I don't know why, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it because one, I'm like poop shy. I'm like public restroom shy. But recently, there's been so many women walking into the restroom having full blown cell phone like conversations with people. Like they're just on the phone with people, flushing the toilet and everything. And I'm like, could you not wait until you left? Like, why? And I'm just like, they're gonna hear me pee. They're
Yeah.
gonna hear me flush the toilet. They're gonna hear me grab the toilet paper. Like, that's so weird. But I've literally been seeing it
That's
so much
so
recently.
weird. Your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Like talking on the phone?
And sometimes they have them on speaker because I could hear their whole conversation.
Like
Yeah.
while they're using the
Yeah, while they're using the restroom.
how? Like how? What?
Yeah. I don't know. I
Go
can't.
outside.
I take potty breaks when I'm on FaceTime with people. I'm like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute you, leave you in my room. I'm gonna go pee, come back.
Yeah, unless we're like tight like this. Like there's some people who I will take you into the bathroom with me and you can keep talking
And you're
while
just
I'm
talking.
doing my thing. Yeah, like you can
That's
keep talking. The thing is, no matter how close I am though, I will mute myself.
mm-hmm.
I will mute myself because I don't want you to hear me. I can hear you, you cannot hear me.
I feel very vulnerable in the bathroom. All right, let's move on to the next question. It is, what do you think is the best day of the week? I used to have an answer for this, but I think it recently changed.
Ooh, okay. I want to hear both
Hmm.
what you're used to. Well, what's your current and then what was your used to?
Okay, so before I was working, my favorite day was Thursday for some reason. I feel like Thursday was just a good day, you
No,
know?
there I also like Thursday.
Right.
Yeah.
Thursday's just a good day. Like I don't know, it's like midweek.
It's the day before Friday.
Yeah, it's literally the middle though, because it's
Yeah.
like Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Sunday. It's
Hmm.
like right in the middle. Again, the day before Friday. So it's like, when Friday rolls around,
Almost
you're
done.
like, yeah. So I think Thursday was a good one. But now, recently, I think my favorite day, weirdly, is probably like Wednesday now.
Ooh.
Hmm. Okay, so the way it was going was like Mondays are days where I post a video.
Hmm.
So like sometimes I'm like going through it mentally because I
Right.
posted a video, And then Tuesdays I like plan to film for Fridays. And then Wednesdays are like the one days where I decide to like not do anything. So I think it's like my rest day, even though I work, but like still it's like my rest day. And then Thursdays I'm editing for Fridays. Fridays I post a video. So I'm mentally going through it again. Saturday is a good day, but that means that the weekend's almost over. And then Sunday, the weekend's over. So yeah, I think Wednesday's like a good day for me. What about you?
Yeah, I'm with you on Thursday. I do like Thursdays. Also because I get my double Zumba and I love a double
Oh,
Zumba.
right.
And see, I can't say I like Tuesdays because Tuesdays is too early in the week. So
Yeah.
that's why it's Thursday. But from September to February, Sunday is my favorite day of the week. I don't care.
Oh, right, because
Yeah.
football. That makes
So
sense.
from September to February, it's Sunday. I like a Friday.
Fridays are good. The only thing is that it's like the end of the week, but it's like the start of the weekend, and it's like weird because it's like you're transitioning. It's like that transition period, but it is a good day, Fridays, because most things happen on Fridays.
Yeah, and like my Friday, at least my Fridays right now are nice because I still have a workout, and then usually if I don't have plans, which is majority of the time I don't have plans, and so my parents and I will watch a movie together, and so that's our plan. Yeah.
I like that. I like when we watch movies all together. That's always fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sums up our little 10 questions. So I think now we will probably do a quick little speed round of We're Not Really Strangers to end off the episode. First one. What was your first impression of me? So we'll do first impressions of each other.
When we met or just first impression in general?
I think it's going to have to be, well, let's do both.
Okay.
But mine's going to be a little bit different because my first impression of you was a text. Your first impression of me was a video. So, okay. Well, my first impression of you when you reached out to me was I looked up your profile because I wanted to see who this person was. So I looked up your profile and I was like, oh, she's really pretty. And then well, you were very nice. And I was like, oh, she's so sweet. Because I think you said you liked my videos, right? That was like the message.
I said, hey, Crystal, I just wanted to reach out and say that you have become my favorite YouTuber. I recently discovered you while I was going through some lifestyle changes, and your videos are extremely motivating and relatable. You're doing amazing, and I love watching you navigate through life. I hope you're having an amazing day.
That message touched me. I remember reading that and I was like, oh, like I felt seen. So thank you for sending that.
Oh my God. Wow. That was hard.
That was a long time ago. I know, that was a really sweet message.
May 12th. That was the day I DM'd you. Yeah. So I was into my fitness journey already at that point, but I was just like researching a little bit more. I think I hit a plateau and I was like, I just want a little bit more. So I was like watching a bunch of videos and yours came up and I was like, oh my God, her room kind of looks like mine. Like, and I was like, okay. And so I watched the entire thing and like throughout your entire video, I was like, wow, this is the first time I feel like there's someone on the internet who is actually like me. Like who has like lives at home with their parents, like their bedroom, their like lifestyle, like everything is so similar. So I was like, oh my God, I felt seen.
Oh.
And I looked at like your subscriber count and then I went on Instagram and I looked at like your follower count and I was like, what are the chances that she actually sees this? Like, I don't comment on people's videos. I don't DM people. Like, I don't do any of that. So the one off chance that I was like, oh, I guess I'll try it.
Yeah.
And then you saw it and I was like, oh my God, I'm extremely fangirling. This is insane. Like she actually replied.
Yeah, I think you literally replied. I'm fangirling
I said I'm fangirling right now. Yeah.
And I said not me fangirling right now. Yeah. Oh, look at us.
So yeah, I felt seen. And then my first impression of you when we met, I was nervous.
Me too.
And then you parked next to me and I was like, oh my God. My first initial thought when I realized you were parked next to me, I was like, did she see me having a mental crisis in my car right now? Or like what happened?
Funny. That's funny. You know, I literally had to pee like 5 times. Ceci was there with me and I was like nervous. I was like sweating because I'm like, I don't know who she is. Yeah. But I mean, you did seem like pretty like real.
Yeah, we hit it off pretty fast.
Yeah.
It was very easy. Like once we were sat, like after we like went and walked inside and like once we sat down, I was
Mhm.
like all the nerves kind of washed away and I was like, we're just two friends having lunch. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the conversation flowed really well. You were also very chill. I'm like, okay, this girl might be too cool for me. But
not
but yeah,
chill
I
at all.
remember I think you were running late. I think you parked next to us
I
because
did. I pulled up next to
you pulled
you.
up. And
Hmm.
I told Ceci because I saw a like leave right next to us. I told him like, watch her park right next to us. And I turned around pulling in right there.
I
And I'm
like
like,
pulled
okay, that's
in.
Nayla.
Yeah, I had like a mental breakdown before I texted you, and then you were like, "Oh, look, I'm right here," and I was
I
like,
think
"Oh
I
my
was
god."
staring at you, and then you looked up and you saw it was me, and then we were like, "Hi!" And then
Yeah,
also for us not being huggers, we hugged.
yeah. I was like, I don't know if I don't know. And then I had a gift, and I was like, how do I gift like a person I don't know?
Yeah,
Like, I didn't know how to approach it. I was like, oh, by the way, here you go.
yeah. But that was honestly, yeah, we really did hit it off. Like we had so much in common.
Hmm.
Like we literally felt like we were the same person,
No, it was so
and
fast.
yeah, we even went to the restroom together. Me being restroom shy, honestly.
We actually, yeah, we did that, and then when we were thrifting,
Yeah,
and it was just us walking around
honestly,
together talking, and then I think once we had like parked. And then when we started going down to, like, the Canary in that area, like, it was done. Like, we were like
yeah.
yeah.
You saw me almost run over a person. You didn't judge me for that.
No, it's okay.
We also almost got towed, and then we ran away together.
Mhm. And, like, I told you to, like, vlog. I was like, "Yeah, vlog." Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was another thing. You were very, very calm and, like, chill about, like
I was like, "Get your content."
yeah. Honestly, our friendship flowed way better than I would have ever, like, expected it to.
No, it was, like, a little scary how well it flowed. And again, here we
Mhm.
are almost a year later.
Here we are. Alright. Ready for the next
Yeah,
question?
that was so sweet. Get to
I
know us.
know. I know. Us getting to know ourselves too.
Mhm.
Wow. This next question, we're getting really sappy. What do you most admire about me?
We're getting so
We're
sappy.
getting so sappy. What I most admire about you? Oh, well, I think I've like told you a million times. I think it's really, really cool, and I really admire how knowledgeable you are about different things. Like I look up to you because of that. Because I feel like I've never been able to like my brain just cannot hold so much information.
Mhm.
And I always thought it was so cool. Like you just know so much, like about anything. So
I
I
don't know
admire
about
that about you.
anything.
No, I really think you do. Maybe you doubt yourself about it,
Yeah, no, I mean, Star Wars.
but like see like things like that. Like you just know, you know?
Thank
I
you.
don't.
I appreciate that because I pour my heart and soul into those things. So, it's good that
Mhm.
I know things.
Yeah, I can tell that you are very passionate about those things, but I think it's really cool that you are very passionate about that.
Aw, thank
Mhm.
you. Okay, what I most admire, there's so many.
Oh,
Like, actually, but I think your worth ethic,
oh,
like,
thank you.
especially, okay, there's so many. So your worth ethic is definitely one of them. And I
Mhm.
think that also comes hand in hand with like how open and vulnerable you could be.
Mhm.
And so, like, again, because where I found you, like through YouTube, even though we're friends, I still watch your videos. Like, I still
Yeah.
support. And so watching your videos and like learning, just hearing you talk, it like motivates me. And so
Mhm.
I appreciate how like open you are, like with the
Oh.
internet, because then that, even though again, I could hear this personally from you, but like
Mhm.
knowing that the entire world could hear it, like that's
Yeah.
amazing. And then your worth
Oh.
ethic, like you again in a recent video you were talking about like if you can make time for things.
Mhm.
And like you were like, there's always time and like you were talking and I was like, wow, like Crystal does the pod with me, has her own YouTube channel, works a full-time job, is like into fitness and like on top of being regularly into fitness, like wanted to accomplish her goals and like run a 5K and like did it.
Now I'm about to start crying. Hiding.
No, but like yeah, like you have your goals and you accomplish it and it's
Mhm.
like amazing for me to like sit here and watch you do that.
Mm.
And I'm like I wish I had that type of motivation, that like ethic in me.
Mhm. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You
Because
inspire me.
I worked a lot on that. Because if you knew me before, I was such a lazy person. I was so unmotivated. didn't have a good sleep schedule. There's literally a video. I always think about this one video because me and my sister Christina, we were making ourselves like literally the worst meal ever. It was like a hamburger with bacon, and then we had like hot dogs wrapped in bacon too. Like it was literally like such a like a tech like a I mean
a good meal,
a bad meal. And I was talking about how like, oh, this is just who I am, but it's like it's just crazy. I don't even know how to explain this. It's gonna make like no sense. And me getting nervous, I'm like twirling my thing over here. Like, we're the same person. We're the same person.
You can see this little rubber band switch from finger to finger because I've been messing with it this entire time.
I think I've been like this. Why do we get nervous, honestly?
I don't know.
But yeah, anyways, so what I was trying to say is that like it's just crazy to think how like I went from having such a really unhealthy lifestyle to like now, if you would consider it healthier, like I consider it healthier because it's healthy for me. But it's just crazy because I remember just thinking that I would never be the type of person I am today, and like I am, but I got here because I worked on it, you know.
It's crazy seeing yourself accomplish your goals.
Yes, it's insane. But also being like someone who would never go out by themselves, and like now I am. It's just crazy to like see myself, you know, change in that way. So it makes me happy that other people do also recognize that.
Yeah, you give me that motivation as someone who does have a bad sleep schedule.
But you're working on it.
Yeah, I look at you and I'm like, wow, I could do it.
That makes me happy. Yeah, there's a lot that I also admire about you too. I feel like there's so much yet though that I have yet to learn about you.
Don't feel bad just because I said that.
No. There's so much that I also admire about you, but like I feel like I have yet to know more about you. I feel like it's easier for you to know who I am because like my videos, you know?
I forget that you're not seeing my life every Monday and Friday.
Yeah. And so like I feel like there's yet a lot more that I have to learn about you, but I mean, like from what I've gotten to learn, like you're very I don't even know what the word is, but you don't like to assume the worst about people. Like I remember that whole little situation and how you were like, I don't like to assume. Remember? I honestly admired that you weren't the type of person to just like talk crap. I like that you don't gossip. I like that you don't do that.
Thank you. I do pride myself on that. I'm aware of it. I just I think that comes with my treat others how you want to be treated mentality. I wouldn't want someone to talk about me behind my back, even though they probably do. But if I don't do it, then it's like in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm treating others how I want to be treated. But thank you.
Yes. And you're also, I admire that you're very much yourself.
Oh
like
yeah, what you see is what you get. Yeah.
Yeah. I admire that about you. I also admire that you put your friends like you make time for people. I
Not
admire
me about to start crying.
I know. It's just like I admire that you also like love your family so much. Like I think that's really cool that you're there for your cousins.
Yeah. I guess
you're like, I don't know if I love that about myself. But no, like yeah, there's just so much. I think you're a really cool person, and I am grateful that you are my friend. I feel privileged to have you as a friend.
I second all of that.
Aww.
That right back at you. We could have a whole episode where we just make each other cry.
Yeah. This episode is just titled Us Crying.
Watch out for the thumbnail.
Okay. I think that pretty much sums up our episode.
Yeah.
I think we got to know a lot about each other. I think you guys got a lot to know about us. And you got to know a lot about how our friendship started too.
I know. That was nice.
It was nice reminiscing. But we are very grateful for you guys. This is our 20th episode and it's insane. We are grateful that you guys have been listening to us. If you've been listening from the first episode or if you started listening like more recently, we are grateful for you for taking the time to listen to us. And
still forgetting everything. Subscribe, like the video, comment down below any suggestions you have for us for future videos. Comment down below any of the answers to the questions. What's your favorite childhood movie? Make sure you follow us on our socials. We have our Instagrams linked, we have our YouTubes linked, and then we also have our Anchor, our Spotify, and our Google Podcast. But I mean, our favorite's YouTube because you can actually see us while we talk. So make sure to check us out on all of that.
Yeah. Thank you, Nyla, for carrying, because I had a brain fart back there.
That's all right. I'm used to it. Not carrying, but saying the outro.
I'm like, ooh.
The tea. Next episode, Nayla and Crystal are beefing.
We're like, this is our last episode. Crying. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, thank you though for carrying that, because I really was struggling. But we again appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. Make sure you guys check out all those links Nayla talked about. And with that being said, sorry for the spam. Bye,
actually, sorry.
No, actually, I think this is gonna be a long episode. Good luck to you now.
We got this.